I'm Dan Smith.
And I'm Steve McDonough. You know, when summer comes around, our catering company gets tons of requests for outdoor barbecues, right? I mean, who doesn't like grilled food?
The best thing about that unmistakable grilling experience, you know, the crispness of the meat, all those familiar flavors, is that you can do it indoors all year round.
So we are going to prove that today. We are going to be making a grilled feast right here in our kitchen for a bunch of really tough critics, our friends.
The main attraction is a dry rubbed flank steak. We're coating the steak with a spicy rub, then we'll let it sit for a few minutes before tossing it on the grill. It's a satisfying and inexpensive crowd pleaser, and it could not be simpler to make.
Now, alongside our steak, we are serving two condiments. A chimichurri, which is a thick and flavor-packed sauce. It's made from vinegar and a variety of herbs.
And we've also got a balsamic onion and garlic relish. It's sweet onions that we cook on the stovetop with garlic, chives, balsamic vinegar, and olive oil until the onions are velvety soft. They also get a little kick from some red pepper flakes.
Now, what is better alongside a nice grilled steak than some fresh corn? Now, we are going to coat our corn on the cob with a simple cilantro lime butter. Then we're going to roast it in the oven. It is the flavors of summer all year long.
Okay, so I am fired up about this menu.
I get that. Fired up, so you want to fire up the grill, right?
Yes.
I get it. All right, I'm with you. All right, so we are going to be doing a grilled flank steak. There's a couple things I love about a flank steak. First of all, it's great for grilling, really quick, 5 minutes on.
Yeah.
Secondly, less expensive. We love that.
True.
And thirdly,
very, very flavorful.
that's exactly where I was going. It's flavorful. And when you cut it nice and thin, it's also really tender. It's going to be about the rub that we're doing on it. Would you grab that while I'm talking about this?
I will do that for you.
We're going to do a great rub on this today with some big flavors. I am going to use about a tablespoon of most of these. Let me see. We'll do some dry mustard. I love dry mustard, especially a good English dry mustard that'll just, you know, open you up at the end of the day. I love that. Some onion powder, of course. Some garlic powder as well.
Nice.
We're going to do some cayenne. Because, you know, we're going to need a little bite to this. What I also like as we're getting through these flavors, this to me is like a cowboy rub. It just sounds like a dry rub that you'd have out on the range, doesn't it? These flavors? Exactly. And a little bit of allspice. This is the spice that is going to be in this blend that is going to make your guests say, what is unusual in this? What is different? I'm loving something. I'm not sure what it is. It's going to be the sweetness of the allspice, which is going to give you a bit of flavor of nutmeg and cinnamon and clove.
Good one.
So let me just whisk this up a bit with this huge whisk, and I will get it onto our flank steak. I also love that we're doing a dry rub because this is going to be more about the condiments rather than a big, wet, sloppy barbecue sauce.
Which a lot of people tend to do when they do grill parties. They do wet sauces, barbecue sauces. So
I'm going to put half of this on one side, and I'll rub it in, half on the other side, and I want to let it sit for just, you know, a couple minutes and let those flavors get in there.
Okay,
That's it,
so
Dan. I'm done.
You're done?
Yeah.
I can move on to my
Go on.
All right. I'm going to work on the chimichurri now. Chimichurri is basically fresh herbs and vinegar. Those are the two main ingredients for any kind of chimichurri. And I just like to say that word, so I'm just going to say chimichurri. I'm going to add a couple of cloves of garlic to mine as well. That's going to add a nice kick to it, a nice bite, because the garlic's going to be raw. And I'm also going to add some capers. So what I'm going to do is just get all of this mixed up together and then get to chopping it. It's going to be a rough chop, a little bit rougher than a pesto. So use that as your guide. Add about a tablespoon of capers just into this whole mix, just right on top. And then I'm just going to start running my knife through this whole mix. Okay, so that should do it. I'm just about done with the chopping of the herbs with the garlic and the capers, and I'm just going to get that into this bowl right here.
Now, a chimichurri is on just about all the tables in Argentina. This is their version of ketchup.
Good one.
It's also really versatile. I'm going to add some olive oil to this for you, Dan. It's really versatile. This is what I would love not only on the meat, but on fish, on chicken.
Just with bread as a dip.
Yeah, yeah. We'll do some red wine vinegar, because it's really, as Dan was saying, about the acidity of the vinegar and the fresh herbs.
Great.
Some red pepper flakes to give it a little bit of a bump. And some salt and pepper.
And that is pretty much our chimichurri, our version of the chimichurri. We're going to let this sit for a little bit, because as it sits, the flavors are going to meld together. It's going to get even better. And what I'm going to get onto is chopping some more cilantro up. This is going to be for our lime butter for our corn. I'm going to get our grill heated up to grill our flank steak, so don't go anywhere. We are going to be back in just a little bit.
Indoor grilling.
Next Sunday night, vicious villains turn sweet
This is really the Clash of the Titans.
in a competition of jaw-dropping proportions.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Food Network Challenge Disney Villain Cakes next Sunday night at 10, 9 Central on Food Network.
The greatest shoes in more styles at Macy's.
Sometimes to live big, you have to win big. Enter HGTV's Big Backyard Splash Sweepstakes, and you could watch your entertaining dreams come true. You could win $100,000 to transform your backyard into something refreshingly cool. Plus, you could win a tropical vacation for two, presented by Coleman and these national sponsors. Enter at hgtv.com or by mail. Wake up and enter.
Did you know kittens need food high in nutrients and protein like mother's milk? Feed them Purina Kitten Chow nurturing formula. Physical, emotional, complete. That's the Purina Cat Chow way of life.
Staring at the blank page before you open up the dirty window.
When your hair gets everything it needs, you can't help but feel special. That's the experience of Pantene conditioners. Provitamin formulas designed to give your hair strength, moisture, and shine, all in 1 week. Feel like 1 in a million. Pantene. Shine.
Whoa! I can have this now?
Yep.
It's not breakfast.
I know.
With 150 calories and less than 2 grams of fat, Post Pebbles cereal can be a smart afternoon snack.
Let me get this straight. Do I have to put on pajamas?
Pebbles cereal, smart anytime.
Hey, welcome back. We're doing some grilling today. Grilling 365 days a year, giving you some versatility, indoor, outdoor. We are starting with the flank steak. I told you this is a really flavorful cut of meat, and we have done a dry rub spice blend with dry mustard and cayenne pepper and onion powder and garlic powder and allspice, which is its own little dried berry that gives you the flavors of nutmeg and cinnamon and clove. Also keep this spice in mind for some other meats. It would be a really great dry rub blend for lamb as well. I'm going to put this onto our hot grill. Get the sizzle, that's my favorite part there. Now, it's going to cook quickly, so give it, you know, maybe 5 minutes on each side. Resist the urge to mess with it once it's down. Let it do its thing.
Okay, so while Steve's doing that, I am shucking the corn for the roasted corn that we're going to do with our cilantro lime butter. Meantime, we've got our chimichurri in our bowl here. Now, that is a mix of incredibly fresh herbs, cilantro, green flavor, parsley, surprisingly strong flavor. We've got the bite of the fresh garlic and then the spice of the red pepper as well as the vinegar and oil.
And it's got such a great consistency, it's going to hold on to the meat really well. I love the vinegar bite with the steak. All right, should we get the butter, the cilantro lime butter going for the corn?
Because my corn is ready.
All right, 2 sticks of room temperature butter here that we are going to mix with the zest of a lime. and this is something I really love about this, is how unexpected is the flavor of lime with corn. I mean, have you had that before?
The nice thing about it is you've got the sweetness of the corn, and then you've got the citrus flavor of the lime. It goes really well together.
Yeah, and we're going to put it into some tin foil and roast it. And so those flavors are just going to get trapped in there as it cooks, and it's just going to get incorporated right into those crispy ears, the crispy little kernels of corn. Cut that for me, and let's juice this.
Okay. And I also got the cilantro in there that I chopped before, so that's going to add a nice, cool note to it as well.
And again, you know how we keep saying, simple things done well. You know, it's roasted corn, but great flavors.
Okay, we're going to get a couple of teaspoons of salt in there. Again, I always say that it separates flavors, but for this particular butter, we really want it to be kind of salty to work with the sweetness of the corn.
Yeah, salt, corn, butter. Yeah, have to have that together.
And then just a little touch of cayenne.
All right. Now we're just going to use our hands to spread this on, right?
Yes, we are. So let me get you some foil.
You know, I think when we talk about having an indoor grill, I remember when we first started catering, we had this great outdoor barbecue, and we'd rented a huge barbecue, a huge grill, and it poured like nobody's business.
Love this story.
And the guys were all outside grilling in the pouring rain, wearing the brand new white aprons that I told them that they weren't allowed to wipe their hands on. Destroyed. All right, we're ready.
Okay.
I'm going to use my fingers for this,
All
okay?
right, you go ahead, and I'm just going to just stand here and wrap corn.
Can I have
while
that
you
corn?
do this. There
All
you
right.
go.
We're just going to rub about, 2 tablespoons.
Make sure you get it all coated with this butter.
And see, we're going to get great color on that corn, too. When this comes out, it's going to have those little green specks.
And when it gets in the oven, that butter is just going to roast that corn. All those flavors are going to get in there. It's going to be nice. Okay, our corn is done.
That was totally fun. I got to wash my hands while I get
please
that
do.
in.
Okay, I'm going to get this into a 400-degree oven. And we're only going to do this for about 25 minutes. It's going to roast, like I said, in that butter. Those flavors are going to meld together. It's going to come out. The corn is still going to be crunchy and really sweet. Now I'm going to get going on the chimichurri. I'm just going to get it into this serving bowl.
All right, then, I'm just going to flip this meat. That's been about enough time. What I'd love to happen is just give this a couple more minutes, and when it's done, I'll take it off. We'll put it on the platter, and we'll let it sit for a little while before we cut it. That way the juices can relax.
That looks beautiful. Okay, so while Steve has a coughing fit, hang around. We're going to come back. We're going to get our corn out of the oven, and we're going to get our grilled onion and garlic balsamic relish going.
Stand upwind of the smoke. It's tip number 1, people.
Summer's the season for grilling and chilling. So go to foodnetwork.com/grilling for the ultimate guide to all things grill, so you can concentrate on the chilling. Then click to dress up your barbecue with Newman's own delicious recipe ideas, from Sundance salsa salad to Hearty homemade burgers. Go to foodnetwork.com/grilling today.
Notice anything? No? That's the idea. I have unwanted facial hair. What, you thought you were alone? That's because we all try so hard to keep it a secret. But now it's easy with Vanica. It's not a hair remover, it's a prescription cream that's clinically proven to reduce the growth of facial hair in women. Vanica is gentle. Use it along with your regular skincare routine. It works deep within the follicle, blocking the enzyme essential for hair growth. It's dermatologist recommended and FDA approved.
I started seeing less facial hair within a month.
I'm so glad I asked my doctor about Vanica. It's the best decision I ever made.
I prescribe Vanica a lot. It's safe to use and it doesn't have the potential to scar damaged skin like removal methods do. The most frequent side effects associated with Vanica are mild and skin related.
Vanica has given me the freedom to be close to people again.
Unwanted facial hair? With Vanica, nobody needs to know. Get an information kit and a $25 rebate during this limited time offer. Call or go online now.
Starting this Tuesday morning at Tuesday Morning, you'll find this professional knife sharpener for only $49.99, but it's first come, first served. You know, shopping without finding bargains like this would be pretty dull. Starting this Tuesday at 8.
The Visa check card, because writing checks shouldn't slow you down. Life takes faster money. Life takes Visa.
Smelly, germy odors can happen anytime and unexpectedly. New Lysol Nutra Air Freshmatic can eliminate them automatically. It removes recurring odors, even ones caused by bacteria. And unlike Oust, Nutra Air sprays automatically with settings every 9, 18, or 36 minutes. Oust spray can't do that. So when bacterial odors happen, you'll be ready for them. Try Lysol Nutra Air Freshmatic.
They're creepy and they're kooky, mysterious and spooky. They're all together ooky, the Addams Family.
Introducing M&M's Dark Chocolate.
Video on demand is here. Life is hectic, but Dish on Demand gives you what you want, when you want. Pause, rewind, and fast-forward movies as you watch, and view free movie trailers. It's easy. Just press the DVR button on your remote. Select Movies and More. Select the movie you want from the View All list. Press Rent, and enjoy the movie from the comfort of your home. Dish on Demand. Demand more from your TV.
Have you ever had an idea for a product or invention and didn't know who to tell or where to go because you didn't know who you could trust? Well, the answer is simple. Call InventHelp, because we've been helping people like you for over 20 years. We're America's leading invention company with over 50 offices nationwide. It's not easy deciding what to do, but InventHelp's priority is you. First, you need to call. The call is free, there's no obligation, so stop waiting and call today.
Look who's here.
Hey, welcome back. Our friends are here. They were good enough to bring us some great stuff, some wine, some flowers, and some foods. And, you know, that's something to think about if you just want to save some time. We're doing the entree today, and our guests have brought us some extra sides, so it's a good time saver. Beef's up the buffet, and speaking of beef, I have got to take this off of the grill. This is the flank steak we did with that dry rub. What I really love about how we're serving this today is we're kind of letting the guests, it does smell terrific, doesn't it? We're kind of letting the guests decide what their own meal is going to be by serving it with two very different sauces.
And one of the sauces we have done already, that's our chimichurri sauce. It's a fresh herb sauce with vinegar that just makes it really piquant. It's really nice. We've got our corn in the oven. We're roasting that with a cilantro lime butter. The sweetness of the corn is going to go really well with the zestiness of the lime juice, and it's going to be crunchy when it comes out of the oven. So let's get going on the
balsamic, onion, garlic, relish, which was my absolute favorite until we started the chimichurri. Now it's up in the air. Let me get this heated up for you.
Okay, I'm going to do the garlic, so I'm going to leave you to do the onions. How's that?
All right, I will chop.
Okay. You do those. I'll do these. 6 cloves of garlic is what I'm going to use.
There is so much flavor in this, and it adds a little bit of texture. And, I mean, onion, balsamic, and beef, it's a winner.
Like I was finished first.
Yes, and once again, I am humbled by your knife skills.
Okay, I'm going to get some oil into our hot pan now.
we are going to be making the balsamic onion garlic relish, which I love. Tangy. It's a great, huge flavor. Let me get you the balsamic.
Great. Oh, I love that sizzle. The garlic in there. We're going to get the onions in there as well. We're going to get these caramelizing. Yum. Can you get the rest of those onions for me?
Yep.
Thank you.
There's the balsamic.
Start giving these a stir. It's going to take about 10 or 15 minutes to cook down. And to these onions and garlic, we're going to add some balsamic vinegar. And this is going to add a tartness and yet a sweetness to them at the same time. It's going to help in the caramelization process. And I like my onion relish just a little bit sweeter, so I'm going to add some sugar to it.
And chunky, too. This still remains a pretty chunky relish, don't you think? It doesn't fall apart. I like it with chicken as well. It's just a really great side.
Making me cry.
Oh, is it? Oh, good. It's your turn.
A little bit of crushed red pepper, and that's just going to add a bite to it, a nice heat. And then, of course, we're going to do some salt.
All right.
And that about does it.
Let me grab you some chives.
Thank you. I was just going to say that.
And the chives are going to go into?
We're going to do the chives at the very last minute into the balsamic onion and garlic relish. That's going to add a nice pop of color to it.
And our guests are going to have a hard time knowing which of these dressings to put with this.
I know.
All right, so if you want to finish that up, I want to get back out there because we've got folks out there, and I just want to circulate with a bottle of wine.
All right, good. Go for it.
I think a good hosting tip is to occasionally circulate among your guests with a bottle of wine. Now, a few things to think about with red wine especially. One, you shouldn't fill a glass too high. Half the experience of the wine drinking is enjoying the bouquet or the aroma. And a red wine glass has a bigger bowl and a wider mouth and sort of traps the bouquet so that that hits your nose before the wine hits your lips. Now, as you finish pouring the wine and are lifting the bottle back up, give your wrist a small clockwise twist. This will guarantee that the last droplet out of the bottle will go into the glass rather than onto your tablecloth or your carpet. And lastly, don't mix wine. If your guest is drinking a peppery Shiraz and you're offering a bottle of fruity Pinot Noir, offer them a new glass as well. All right, so we're covered in the wine department, but Dan is out there cooking all alone, so I'm going to go and help him out because these people are getting hungry. No, don't go away because we're going to be right back and we're going to serve up this simple grilling menu.
All this week. Watch out for Snack Attack Week. All this week at 7:30, 6:30 Central on Food Network Nighttime.
I gotta record this. Your daddy's gotta see this to believe it. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah.
Hi, Mom.
That's my girl.
Have you had your Tyson protein today? Tyson chicken nuggets and crispy chicken strips provide the high-quality protein and nutrients that help power busy families through busy days. They're scrumptious, easy to fix, and have 0 grams trans fat. Girl power, powered by Tyson.
Kraft Natural Cheese Crumbles.
They're crumbelievable.
Kraft Crumbles. Intense nuggets of real Kraft cheese crumbled right off the block to give your favorite foods the big cheese taste you love.
That big cheese taste that blows you away. They're crumbelievable.
Kraft Crumbles. Good. They're crumbelievable. And try Kraft Crumbles in Italian and Mediterranean blends.
If pain is keeping you from sleeping at night, but you're afraid to take prescription sleep aids, you should know Tylenol PM is different. And when used as directed, it has not been shown to cause dependency.
It's time to feel free with Chase Freedom. Feel free to choose points for rewards like travel.
I'm free to do what I want.
Or feel feel free to choose cash back. Then feel free to change back again without losing a thing. That's freedom. That's Chase Freedom. Get it free at chase.com/freedom.
Introducing SAM Portable Storage and Moving Containers. Whether you're moving, renovating, or just need to get some things out of the way for a while, SAM makes storing and moving easier. Call 1-800-GET-A-SAM.
Okay, so we've got the cold food out that our friends brought, and now we've got to get to the hot food. We've got to get that on the buffet because they're hungry.
Okay, and I want to just get this corn out of the oven. Now remember, we put this in the oven 25, 30 minutes ago, and it's at 400 degrees.
And I am going to get to slicing our meat. This flank steak has been dry rubbed. We grilled it for about 5 minutes per side. We let it rest. Now that is really important. If you don't let it rest, the juices don't have time to redistribute. So we're going to slice this on a bias against the grain.
Oh, that's perfect. That is going to be so tender. And we got these two different sauces with this. Love it.
That is beautiful.
All right, now you remember this corn? Just took it out of the oven. We rubbed it with that butter, lime zest, baked it in its foil pouch, and there you go. Look at the steam come out of that.
I am so happy about that corn.
Isn't that beautiful? And remember, you can also do this on your grill at home, just exactly the same way, and pop those puppies right onto your grill. We'll get these out.
Last of our flank steak onto our platter.
That's beautiful. That came out perfect.
Nice?
Yeah, yeah.
And oh, look, we've got a couple of small little pieces left here on the board. What are we going to do with those?
Well, we'll try those, but first I want to get to this onion relish because I'm going to want to try with the onion relish.
Okay, great. So we've got the onion relish that we cooked for about 10 to 15 minutes on the stove. I'm just putting some chives in there. And what that's going to do is keep the chives a really nice green color. Get those mixed in. These onions and the garlic are velvety soft.
And it's so pungent, the smell of the balsamic even from here. It's a great addition to the meat. I really like that a lot. So I'm going to try a bit of the meat with the, wow, that smells good. With the onions and the balsamic.
Okay, go for it.
Oh, I'm just going to take a little bit from here.
Okay, I'm going to take this piece right here.
Okay, you're going to try the chimichurri?
I certainly am.
All right, we've got people waiting, but they'll just have to wait a moment. I'll take it works.
It's okay.
Oh, I've got a big chunk of garlic, too.
Good.
Yeah, not only is the balsamic so sweet and flavorful, but that mustard comes out in the meat. There is something for everyone in this.
And the chimichurri, it's a little tart. It's really fresh. You've got the piquancy, I like that word, of the vinegar. It's perfect. Let's get this out there before they start clamoring.
Or before they go through all the wine, which is an even better option. All right, there's no rush.
Okay.
Come on. Okay, guys, come on. Come and get it while it's hot.
Let's eat.
This is that corn that you love, right, with the lime cilantro butter. It's excellent. Love this. Okay.
You know, the cool thing about this whole menu, too, is that, you know, you can do it inside for, like, this indoor grilling thing, but the whole thing can transfer to your outdoor grill, too. You know, the corn we roasted, but you can wrap that up in foil and just throw it on your grill along with the flank steak.
Yeah, really. And, I mean, you guys live in the city, so it's not like you have a backyard, right? You can totally do this inside. That's what we did. So it's really easy. Perfect. Get you some wine, too. Have enough wine there.
A toast to our hosts.
Well, a toast to you guys. Thank you all for coming very much.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Please.
Come here. You're all the way back by the bar. Yeah. Guys, seriously, thank you for coming. We really please you could join us and come again.
Yeah.
Here. Thank you for the invite.